not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the Desperados and the Jaguars on Thursday night primetime.
Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 5 with a primetime matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And we are underway from Houston. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store, as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Lawrence going to keep it again. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 37 yards. What a run there. You got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week, pretty good, as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
On second down, Etienne once more. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Lawrence will throw. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here, because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to decide their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's got it. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I guess we're back to square one. A rocky start here. A turnover followed by a turnover.
Not exactly what we expected going into the game, but I always wonder about the nerves and people starting, the emotions of the game. Sometimes it takes a little while for that to play out and for them to settle in. Let's hope that that's taken care of now.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try the left side with ETN. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. They'll run with ETN. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn it into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Back to throw now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 2. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for the running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Leonard. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll look to throw here. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Desperados have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Last time out, of course, he threw the interception. Then they gave up the touchdown, surrendered the lead. So now working from behind here. 1st and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start with the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
The throw over the middle taken in, and they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Jaguars on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
It's a nice zone breaker right there. Take the tight end, move him out to the slot, then have him run a corner route versus the zone coverage, which means he's going to be behind the shallow coverage and ahead of the deep coverage. Put the ball right on him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Try to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They're going to look to throw. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. And his guys are going to take the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And I
think the offense is going to keep possession. Yes, they are, but they're backed up now at their own 2-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you've got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Lawrence from his end zone. And this is caught. It's Brown. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Second and 1. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that 1st down run.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take a look at what's coming up this weekend around the NFL. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. More good stuff later in the afternoon, one being in Tennessee, where it'll be the Titans at home in Nashville, taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And lastly, on Sunday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Detroit Lions. We continue on with the check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Jags, and they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for our home team, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And down to the 36-yard line here. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Second and 9 now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and run the option left side. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. From just shy of midfield,
Lawrence will find Etienne out of the backfield.
and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lawrence.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Second and 9. Now Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And now out comes Houston.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Yardage brought down at the 32. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Now Lawrence.
And that's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but You feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
46 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. On the move to his left.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Lawrence. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Lawrence on third down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Houston set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. They're going to look to throw. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he goes out right around the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the 40 now on second down, Lawrence. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the home team here, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.